So just the other day, we learned that the Department of Government Efficiency uncovered about $1 trillion of fraud in Social Security. This is huge. This is probably why Social Security is going to become insolvent in the next 9 years. Now, I want to explain what's happening, but before I do, if you want more videos on Social Security and how we are going to be impacted by the Trump administration, the Department of Government Efficiency, or the inefficiency of the Biden administration over the past 4 years, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. But now let's get right to it. Here's what Elon Musk put out just the other day. Okay, listen to this. It says, according to the Social Security database, these are the numbers of people in each age bucket with the death field set to false. The amount of people is going to be shocking. Now, it says maybe Twilight is real and there are a lot of vampires collecting Social Security. Here's what you need to know. Okay, there's between the ages of 0 and 9, there's 38 million people. Between 10 and 19, there's 44 million people. Between the ages of 20 and 29, there's 47 million people. Between the ages of 30 and 39, there's 52 million people. Now, I'm not gonna go over all these, but these are the ones that are scary. Okay, look at them, just listen to this. Between the ages of 70 and 79, there's 33 million people. Between the ages of 80 and 89, there's 15 million people. Between the ages of 90 and 99, there's 6 million people. Okay, that's understandable, but this is where things get interesting. It says between the ages of 100 and 109, there is 4.7 million. Between the ages of 110 and 119, there's 3.6 million. Between the ages of 120 and 129, there's 3.5 million. Between the ages of 130 and 139, there's 3.9 million. Between the ages of 140 and 149, there's 3.5 million. Between 150 and 159 years old, there's 1.3 million. Between the ages of 160 and 169, there's 121,000. Between the ages of 170 and 179, there's 6,000. Keep in mind, these are the age groups, these age buckets, people that are still collecting Social Security in 2025. And I'm gonna break this down why this is such a big deal in just a second. But it goes on to say that between the ages of 180 and 189 years old, there's 695. Between the ages of 190 and 199, there's 448. Between the ages of 200 and 209, there is 879. Between the ages of 210 and 219, there's 866 people collecting Social Security. Between the ages of 220 and 229, there's 1,039. Between the ages of 240 and 249, there is one person collecting Social Security. And between the ages of 360 years old and 369 years old, one person is collecting Social Security. These are, again, this is crazy, okay? And again, I want to read this again to you. It says, according to the Social Security database, these are the numbers of people in each age bucket with the death field set to false, meaning they're still collecting, okay? I want to read you something else. It says, the logic flow diagram for the Social Security system looks insane. No one person actually knows how it works. The payment files that move between Social Security and Treasury has significant inconsistencies that are not reconciled. Elon Musk says it's wild. He goes on to say, there are far more eligible Social Security numbers than there are citizens in the US. This might be the biggest fraud in history. Okay, now why is this a big deal? Well, it's a big deal for one main reason. Social Security is going to become insolvent in the next 9 years. And many other lawmakers and millions of people all across the United States are asking the Trump administration to do some type of massive Social Security reform. The problem is he can't do it. He needs more help from Democrats, but Democrats are not given to what Republicans want. And Democrats do not want to help Republicans pass a bill that could potentially be a good bill, be good for the American people, because then it looks like Republicans passed the biggest change for the American people. And it's going to hurt Democrats for years to come. Same reason why Republicans would never want to pass a bill under Democratic control, because they wouldn't want to be part of something that says, yeah, Democrats passed this. They did it. It was all them. Democrats don't want to do that for Republicans. Here's what the Trump administration is trying to do at this time. They're trying to figure out where all this money is going because there's billions of dollars in fraud. According to a recent report out this morning, it said that there's about $700+ billion in fraud that was just uncovered. Again, almost $1 trillion. Do you know what $1 trillion in spending would do to the American people? If we put $1 trillion back into the Social Security Trust Fund, what would that do? How much longer would Social Security be available? Probably for quite some time, okay? And this is why it's such a big deal. Most people don't realize, what's coming. We are going to see changes. Now, are we going to see the Social Security tax increase? There's reports on that, but likely not. Are we going to see something like people that are making more than $169,000 per year, like millionaires and billionaires? Are they going to pay additional taxes for Social Security? Under the Trump administration, likely not. But there's still talks. The Trump administration would okay pushing that number up to like $250,000, but it's going to come at a cost to Democrats. How are they going to get something else through? Do they exchange a $250,000 Social Security tax cap in exchange for the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act? Possibly. But again, we don't know. We're still waiting. Now, here's what I can tell you. Elon Musk is set on figuring out how can we reduce the waste and fraud inside the government first before we even discuss increasing taxes, before we even discuss reallocating what was appropriated for certain groups, certain agencies and programs to somewhere else. He's set on, no, we're going to find the government waste, we're going to find the fraud, we're going to cut that out first, and then we will figure out what can we do. How much money do we have? And are we now able to increase benefits to 70+ million Social Security beneficiaries? Are we able to provide a larger increase to SNAP benefits? Can we reduce the cost of Medicare? Can we increase benefits on Medicaid? These are all questions that lawmakers are asking. But the first thing has to happen. We have to figure out where the money's going first, and then we can make changes. The reason why this is such a big deal and what was just uncovered is because this proves exactly what we've known for some time. People are getting, thousands of dollars every single month and have been for years. You see these on the news all the time where somebody has been collecting for a deceased parent or relative, a neighbor, a friend of theirs for years. And then it's finally uncovered, and then they have to pay it all back. Guess what? It never gets paid back, ever. It never gets paid back because a lot of times these people weren't able to collect Social Security themselves. So where do you think they're getting the money to pay it back? They're not. The money is never coming back. And that's something that Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency are cracking down on now. So as we get more information on this, I promise I'll bring you all the latest news and updates, but that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.